Yo, what's going on guys? Tomahawks here. Today I'm bringing you guys something I've never done before and it's extremely different and I'm quite self-conscious about it, so let me know if you want to see it again, and if you don't, just let me know and I won't ever put another one up again. So, I haven't really done any drawing since like I was in primary school, and that mainly consisted of Dragon Ball Z. The images that you first saw in the video, they were taken from just a couple months ago when I started to get back into it and I surprised myself, so I thought I might show you guys another side of my creativity. So this video will be part 1 of most likely 3 parts on how I created Envy Australia. The process in which I did it. I'm not saying to say you should do it, but I'm saying this is how I did it. So it started off with me playing Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, where hardcore mode and search and destroy was introduced. This is pretty much all I played up until about when Black Ops came out. I met this guy and his name, or his gamer tag, was Pipes Pro. He introduced me to a few of his mates, Sergeant Daniel, Sergeant Stevo, Sergeant Yeti and Hobbit. I was the new guy to the group and we played hardcore all day. By the end of Black Ops, Pipes told me he had a plan for this clan and he was calling it Envy. The reason why is because Envy is a cool word and it fit within the clan tags that, the 4-letter clan tags that they provided. So to set your mind in the right time frame, COD and YouTube were in its pretty early stages and there weren't that many commentators out there. And the ones that were out there, they were quite big. I didn't even know the competitive side of Call of Duty existed, so my knowledge of Envious was it was completely absent. So we weren't trying to imitate any team, we weren't trying to be a part of another team, we just thought Envy was a cool sounding word, so we'd pick that. So by the time Modern Warfare 3 came around, my KD was still less than 1 and clans were introduced through the Call of Duty Elite app. Before Christmas I noticed there was no clan made yet, so I decided to create it for Pipes, and the name Envy was obviously already taken, so I settled for Envy Australia until we could find something better. The name eventually stuck and no one really had a problem with it. We had around 11 people at the time and things were going pretty good. At this point I made a couple of Tomahawk montages and throw knife montages, but my editing skills were very immature and they weren't very good, so I wanted to bump this up. As an early Christmas present to myself, I decided to invest in a $300 editing software called Final Cut Pro and a $250 capture card, Blackmagic for my Mac, and also a $80 microphone. Meanwhile, to level the clan up, to get our gold clan tags, it required us completing clan ops, which mainly involved core game modes. Now, we didn't really like core game modes, we're all hardcore players, so we began recruiting players. And I came up with this idea for a YouTube Survivor series, a bit like the Survivor series that you see on TV, except we will eliminate members from within the clan each week, depending on how bad they are. So you'd record the match and the worst player would get booted off. I made a whole trailer and everything, and I might give you a link in the description if you want to see that. In order to actually do this, we would need to get contestants. This is where things get a bit iffy, and it's probably frowned upon, but this is where it got us to where we are today. So I went to Elite and scrolled through the Australian groups for the top players in the Australian group. I downloaded the Xbox Live app, which let me write messages out to players and I could copy and paste things. So the message I sent out went something like this. I would add their own game tag, making it quite unique and making them feel a bit special and noticed. This worked quite well and got quite a few of the top players which weren't already in clans. Most people actually replied to this, which was quite good. I think mainly because I made it quite unique. Now a lot of these players weren't even very good, but by the end of 3 weeks I was just scrolling through recent players lists and just sending them to all these different types of players, and that's pretty much how I met most of the core people that you've probably seen on my channel today. So that's like Yarpy, Haytons, Kiwi, I don't know if you remember, but Dead Set J-Word, there's a few others, lots of others. After about the 3 weeks, we reached about 100 players, and because we weren't particularly a good ranked clan, people would come and go all the time, so we would have 100 players one day and then 85 the next. I started going through and removing the bad players and getting more particular when I was inviting people. Eventually I gave up on the Survivor series and I decided to see how far I could push Envy Australia. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this part 1 of hopefully a 3-part series. Just let me know in the comment section if there's any other questions you want me to answer. Peace out.